In the last video, we created a new project. We imported the text file specification into the project definition, and we auto-generated code, downloaded the code, and ran it. Once you run this code, you will notice that we still need some fundamental definitions, and we use the Django Booster interface to specify these definitions. A Django Booster database model consists of specifications for schemas, tables, relations between the tables, field groups, fields, and value lists. While importing text files, Django Booster guesses the parameters for these items. But even though the Django Booster developers tried their utmost to guess what definitions you want, well, sometimes the guess is wrong. During this video, we will do the first changes to these guesses and make the application based on your own specifications. So let's get started. We will focus on the product schema. So we navigate to there at first and click the Update button. We click at the tabs inside the schema definition and realize, except for the subtitle, everything seems to be okay. Let us change the subtitle and click Save. You will notice that the Django Booster interface for schema definitions looks a lot like the interface for projects that we filled in back in the first video. You will see the same similarities for the definition of tables, relations, field groups, and fields as well. Web-based forms with options where you make the choices that will influence the source code that Django Booster generates for you. Let us go to the product table and do some changes here. At first, we click on the tabs to glance what options we have. For now, I will change the design form from 3-column standard to 1-column collapsed standard open, which means I changed the way form editing works inside the generated application. I will also change the design of relations to tabbed panels and make attachment icons. Inside the field group width, I will change fixed and relation width to 50% and save. In the product field groups, I will look at the fields under product dimensions. I realize that these are defined as character fields. I would like them as integers. I could go to each specific field and change this setting. But there is a shortcut. I click the general icon in the right corner of the panel, and now I have access to the field type choice for all fields at once. I do the changes and press Save. Notice in the list that I updated everything in one process. At this point, we've done approximately 5 to 10% of the changes we need to do before we have a real nice result. Expect a 30-minute average per medium-sized table. The number of relations, field groups, and fields inside the table dictates the time needed to refine the definition. In a project this size, where we have 2 medium-sized tables and 7 small tables, we should expect approximately 2 times 30 and 7 times 15 minutes of editing time, or approximately 3 hours work in front of us. We will try to regenerate the application source code already now with the limited choices we already made to see the result. Go to the project definition, click the Code button, and wait for approximately 10 seconds. For the viewers who followed the import file video, you will notice that the number of generated Django and HTML coding lines changed slightly. Now, download the file. Unpack it in the local development area. You can replace the existing code since we have not populated the database yet. Run the setup command file, and when asked, type in username, email, and passwords. Restart the web application in the command prompt. You are now up running with the changes implemented in the code, and you will be able to check the result. In the next video, we will look at the generated order handling system and what functionality you get without doing any coding.